Shirley, last time you were telling me a hilarious story about Alfred Hitchcock, when you joined Trouble with Harry. Since few people knew Hitch, what was he really like?
Well, he was a Cockney. I was just out of the chorus, hadn't had a good meal in maybe 4 years. I was not long, tall, thin, blonde, ethereal, which meant he was not going to jump on me. It meant, I think, because I was hungry all the time, I became his eating partner. I gained 15 pounds on the movie. And the head of the studio called and said, "Why are you ruining your potential career so quickly?" I blamed it all on Hitchcock. That he would die and wouldn't be able to direct if I didn't eat with him. But I'll tell you, okay, the first day, I didn't know anything. I had learned everybody's part because I thought that's what you're supposed to do in relation to lines. And everybody, I was 18 years old, and the poor sound guy had his little table, and he just strewed all the papers across the floor and on the little sound table because I had said I knew all the parts. That's sort of the way it is, in Hollywood. If you're a new person or you're above the line, like my book thing, that means they better cater to you. See, that's all I've ever been used to, Joe. That's why I give you a hard time, because I've only known that people bow and say, "Please." It's not exactly like that, but anyway, so I'm there, and Hitch came over to me, and he said, "Genuine chopper, my dear, genuine chopper." So I turned to Johnny Forsythe, "What does he mean?" And Johnny said, "What's a synonym for genuine?" Well, you figure it out. Real. What is a synonym for chopper? And that's the way he directed. And he would come over to me another time. He said, "Before you say that line, dog's feet." He was very colorfully cruel. And it was funny at the same time that he terrified you if you couldn't think of the right synonym. But he thought actors were so insignificant. The only thing important was the script in the first preview. What went on the soundstage with actors was totally irrelevant. That went around Hollywood. We all knew that. But I had this relationship with him that was so open because I hadn't any food for so long that he felt, I think, proud and sorry for me. And that's why I was invited to every single meal. And I can't tell you, breakfast was 2 eggs over easy, real crisp bacon, a stack of pancakes, a stack of waffles, absolutely pure Vermont, because we were shooting close, maple syrup. And then he would have coffee and, a croissant with it. And that's what we had every morning. And same thing of that kind of verbosity for lunch and for dinner. He would go and, put himself in some kind of training program and lose 35 pounds and then direct his next picture to be shot in Paris just because the food was great. He lived for that. Fascinating, because he was so interested in mystery and in behavior patterns of darkness and stuff that he needed to have the food, I guess, to be stable.
Fascinating.